Hi, welcome to wineking channel. Today I show you how to learn English from a native English speaker at a very low price. I'm not a native English speaker, I'm South Korean, but I know how to do it, and today I show it to you. So I tell you what to use, how to use it, and how you can select the best teacher. I do it on a website. So you open a browser, then you type preply.com. Then the website is open. If it is your first time to visit this website, then of course you should create a new account. And then the next step is finding tutors. So you see here, just click on it. Then the English language is already auto-selected. But the price is up to $40, which is quite expensive. Probably you don't want it. So you change the price range. For example, I told you at a very low price, so let's make it $3. Wow! I found a teacher here. He has English nationality and he's a native English speaker. Let's check how he speaks.
My name is Uzim Ako Kelvin Cherish from Nigeria, West Africa precisely. And I will be very delighted to be your English teacher in this awesome platform.
He has a British accent and he's quite good. This kind of a certificate is not that much meaningful. So you'd better analyze how the teacher speaks and how the teacher explains. You analyze it by yourself, not depending on any kind of a certificate, because there are so many certificates that are not qualified. At $3, you cannot complain. He's a very good teacher, I presume. And you can try a lesson. So click on book trial lesson. And then you can select a time zone that you want to try. So you select it. And then you put communication tool. This time it can be Skype, or you can also use Google Hangouts, or you can also do it on this own website, Preply. I'm using all three of them. If I have a problem with one tool, then I can instantly switch to another tool, so I can continue my lesson. Then you put your credit card information. That's it, including a transaction fee for Preply. It's only $3.30, so very cheap. Then you can try to communicate with the teacher. Then you estimate the qualification of the teacher. If you want to continue, then you can buy hours starting from 10 hours. So that's what I'm doing with my Spanish teacher to learn Spanish. I'm so much satisfied. You can see only one teacher because the price is very low. But if we make it up to $5, you have many more choices. There are several important things that you have to check. The first one is nationality, but that is not as important as the other things. The second condition is the number of students and the number of lessons that the teachers gave. These two numbers are almost meaningless. If the teachers are well exposed on this website, then they can get many more students and many more chances to give trial lessons, but these don't guarantee that they are well qualified, right? And then this speaks must be native English. You see here? This is very important. There are different levels like a C2 here, or C1 here, or even B1. This is according to the European language qualification system. A is the basic language skill, meaning you are qualified for basic communication in that language. B is a better level, and C is much better, almost fluent. But that doesn't mean that you're a native. Of course, if you are a beginner, it can be helpful. For example, this guy, Derek R, speaks German at a B2 level, which is quite good, meaning intermediate level. So if you are a German, as a beginner for English language, then you can get quite meaningful help from him because he can speak German quite well. Otherwise, if you are already quite fluent in English, but if you want to make it better, then you'd better select a teacher who cannot speak any other language. For communication, you should communicate in English all the time. You have to explain very difficult things only in English. Then you can make your English much better. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. The second teacher, his native language is not English. It's not marked as native, you see. I show you how to select the best teacher and how not to select not the best teacher.
I'm a medical doctor. I'm an ESL tutor with 5 years experience, and I teach English language to students at all levels and different age groups.
I just see he's a very well-educated person, but his pronunciation is not that correct. Especially for the foreigners who want to learn English as the second language from the beginning. For the beginners, I really recommend learning English from female. I show you why. This teacher, Jillian.
I am originally from Cameroon. I am a native English speaker. Over the past 3 years, I have worked with a lot of online teaching companies.
She's a great teacher. You know why? Because her articulation is very clear and she speaks very slowly, which is very important for the beginners. She's an excellent teacher. Female teachers shows much clearer and much more evident pronunciation and articulation when they speak. If you're a really basic beginner, then maybe you don't know which pronunciation or what kind of explanation is the better one or not. In the case, you ask somebody else who is good at English to estimate how these teachers are. Then you try the trial lessons, and then you can meet a good teacher at a very low price. And of course, there are some necessary things to do this English class on Preply. If you are using laptop, then webcam and microphone are all installed in your laptop. So probably you don't need one. But if you are a desktop user, then you'd better buy a webcam. And then you need a microphone. You don't need to invest too much in buying camera or microphone, but at least you need a little bit of investment, just $30 or $40 in total. Then you need a space to write something down. I normally use MS Word. Don't use Note in your computer, because sometimes if you use a special character, then the notepad doesn't show the special character and the characters get broken. So I never use a notepad. And then prepare an English dictionary. Because I'm Korean, I use a Korean one, which is EN naver.com. You'd better memorize the URL of this dictionary. Then you can just open the dictionary instantly. It's not that much difficult to memorize, and it's much more helpful. And then there is one more tip. I recommend you to record your voice recorder. Then, after the class, you can repeat your class, which is really helpful. I do that. 이럴땐이와인 네이버밴드로 놀러 오시면 와인을 잘 몰라도 편하고 싸게 사실 수 있도록 제가 많이 도와드립니다. 다들 만족하시고 좋아하시더라고요. 가입하는 게 싫으시면 wineking.co.kr로 놀러오세요.